till the elephants align, till all the tamers resign. Let the bodies float among the canyon sound of a million beaten drums. I'll just keep waiting till it comes. I'm counting the hours, I'm counting the times, my calculations, they ruin my peace of mind.
Alrighty, good morning, Mixer. I wanted to say hello, Clover. Hello, Ulkesh. Hello, Heavenly Smile. Thank you for that host. It's not a 5-minute trailer. It's only less than 2 minutes. Hello, wife. And I do have a Jordan on my lap. Yes. Anyway, today we are playing Access Football 2020. No, it is not Madden. Its trailer says it's updated, so let's see if it really is. Jordan's trying to help me create my plays already. I don't think I want to do franchise mode. Let's look at the achievements, see if they're different than last year's. Got 10 achievements. Hold your opponent to under 200 yards in a single game. Rushing yards. Passing yards. 75-yard, 50-yard run. Championships. Oh, there's no 700 and whatever. Alright, so we're going to try for the 400 yards. We could spectate. I don't know. I haven't heard that there's in-game ads. Baltimore Paladins. Boston Whalers. Google, no one's talking to you. Ooh, Carolina Rattlers. I know NBA has the Laycox, Royals, Cincinnati Royals. Come on, that's a real team. Cleveland Coyotes, Dallas Stampede, Denver Mountaineers, Detroit Firebirds, Green Bay Axemen. Okay. Houston Bombers, Indianapolis Gladiators, Kansas City Wranglers. There's another Kansas City. Vegas Outlaws, LA Tide, Louisiana Gators, Mexico City Jaguars. So we're gonna have to go with the Jaguars since I am wearing a Jags shirt. Let's edit my uniforms. Ooh, we'll go with black. Ready? Let's play against... Oh, my computer is not muted. Try to find a team with worse rankings than me, at least. Philadelphia Express. We'll be the San Francisco Sharks. Just for Jordan. Minnesota? I don't know. We'll look at the next game for Minnesota. So we're Mexico at San Francisco. Game setup. Quarter length. We'll do 10 minutes. Injuries off. Player fatigue off. Gameplay. Offensive difficulty. We'll go to rookie. Yes. Oh, look at that stadium. That looks cool. Baltimore, Boston, Carolina, New York. Orlando has a space shuttle. San Francisco. It doesn't look like a... Oh, Seattle has a team. Winnipeg has a team. Arizona, Baltimore, Boston, Carolina, New York, Orlando. So we'll stay in San Francisco. Forecast will be overcast, time of day, go to night, no wind. Back. Play game. Alright, this is on easy mode. Let's see if we can do it. I think my system crashed. Maybe? Oh. I was getting a weird hum out of my headset. This loading is pretty horrendous. This is on SSD. Not on Series X, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Francisco, California. I'm Dave Stevens, and analyst Mike Steele is in the booth with me, as always.
Thank you, Dave. The matchups between these two teams has created some interesting headlines. I'm looking forward to seeing how they play out on the field.
Alright, we are the Mexico team.
That is without a doubt. Well, let's get right to the action. Cole.
Ooh, nice kick.
Fielded at the 12-yard line.
Alright, get him. We'll do nickel. Base 3 cover. We don't know what we're doing. No Fraffle today, boo. I'll have a Fraffle probably Tuesday and or Wednesday and Thursday. Come on, hike the ball, dude. What is going on?
Number 1, handing it off. That brings up second down. Coming out in a 2-receiver set.
Red 10.
Handing it off.
Oh,
to
get him, get him, get him, get him.
28. First down.
Another first down, Dave.
Elvis has left the building.
This sets up the play action so well.
He makes the pitch. He dodges away.
Ooh,
That will bring up second down.
second down.
Number 28.
Get him! Oh my God! Get him! Get him!
He shakes off the tackler. Good enough for a first down.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
Muscles a pass. Stop by
Ooh, look at that.
That brings up
He hit a
second
wall.
Now, when you want to
Hello,
get
Ted Gamers. How you
into your
doing?
receiver's hands quickly, that's the kind of throw you want from your quarterback.
I was trying to get the
That
quarterback.
brings up a crucial third down.
Alright, third down. Come on.
Red 10.
I'm doing well. It's Sunday. It's zombie day.
That'll bring up fourth down. Lining up for a long field goal. Wilkins makes the kick.
Is that good? Wow,
And
nice
he split
kick.
The uprights for 3 points. That's good from
Yes, zombie day. Every Sunday is zombie day.
55 yards out. San Francisco goes out in front.
The wife is yelling and I cannot hear what she's saying.
When I was a player, that initial score, even if it was just a field goal, always helped me settle into a rhythm.
Walking Dead is on? Oh.
he's brought down after a return of 11.
The offense has a great opportunity
pistol,
to get back out in front of this ball game on this
shotgun.
drive.
Hail Mary, that's what we're doing. Yes, Walking Dead is on. 2 episodes tonight.
Ready?
Steps into the pocket. And Kill takes him down in the end zone for a safety.
I threw it. You
The away
stupid.
team is lining up for the kickoff.
There are 2 episodes on tonight,
Cole
Casey.
kicks this one short. Taken at the 31.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a lot of control in terms of play calling.
And he
Oh, I was trying to get the interception.
Back when I was playing, if a receiver dropped a pass, he'd run a mile. If we see him running up and down the sideline, we'll know why.
makes the reception. That brings up a crucial third down.
All right, we need to stop.
That signals the end of the first quarter.
How they?
San
Oh, 5. They got
with the edge
the
so far.
safety.
5-0. Third down and short.
They need to make more Walking Dead shows. They are. Daryl and Daryl are gonna have a spin-off.
But he keeps adding to his yardage today with that first down.
Oh, my guy went like all whack.
Second down.
Red 31. Red 31.
Red 31.
The QB heads it off. Third down.
Red 44.
Red 44.
Number 28 takes the carry. Here's the kick.
Dang, they're up 8 now.
It's good. San Francisco adds another score. 8-0.
The away
I don't know how it's gonna work. It's not out yet.
Points, but at least it's still a one possession.
But Fear and World Beyond are on tonight.
Lee catches the kickoff.
Give me some block.
And he's brought down after a return of 25.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
Tate back to pass. Heaves a pass near the middle of the
Oh,
field.
you're supposed to catch that, you stupid.
When I played, I'd always look to
Hello,
get the
Ghost Gal.
ball back to a receiver after a drop. You want them to get that mistake out of their mind as soon as possible.
Catch it.
Can't make the catch.
The
right,
reason for a lot of
we're already
big
trying Hail
passes
Marys,
is that the
'cause that's what
receiver
I've done in
is
the
thinking
past
about what moves
versions.
He's about to do rather than securing the ball first.
Launches a pass deep down the left side. And that's enough for a first down.
Nice.
Coming out in the gun.
Black 5. Black 5.
First down.
Red 23. Sit hut.
He decides to keep it himself.
Come on, give me some blocking.
That's a well-executed pass.
When
for
one
the first
opera
down.
doesn't import the shit from another opera. What?
First down.
What are you going off on about, Boo? Hello, Jordan. We're in San Francisco. We're playing the Sharks.
Dropping back. He turns it upfield. And he's
Oh!
tackled. Coming. That will bring up first down.
Giving up those yards so quickly. Even
Well-
the mascot looks frustrated with the defensive.
Okay, I know that browser. I don't use it, but I know it. And he goes in for the run.
And he scores.
Touchdown!
That was a great call by the coach and great execution by the players.
It's up. It's good. The away team reclaims some lost ground. 8-7.
The home team has a great
I
chance
was looking
to
pretty
respond
good.
with this drive coming up and make this a two-possession game.
Oh, that's a bad kick.
The kickoff goes short. Bowen catches the kickoff.
Full house entrance.
It's a close one so far today. Let's see if the offense can extend their lead on this drive.
He takes the ball.
Ooh, look at that tackle.
Second down.
Blue 19, ready.
Dropping back. Complete.
Come on, get him, get him. Oh my god. Get him.
And he's brought down by Bennett. And that's enough for a first down.
Now, when you want to get the ball into your receiver's hands,
Hello from the gym.
that's the kind of throw
Hello
you
from my
want
office.
From your quarterback.
That gets us to second down.
It's important for quarterbacks to have a nice repertoire of passes. That was a great example of a bullet pass.
That
All right.
signals the end of the second quarter.
The half.
Sharks out in front for now. 8-7.
So what is that, Ghost Gal?
Lee takes the kick. Makes the return up to the.
All right, we're gonna go back to our Hail Mary.
With our sideline reporter, Emma Adams. Emma, what can you tell us?
Dave, Mike, I talked with the coach for San Francisco during the break.
Soap bottle?
He
Okay.
said he was pleased with their performance so far, despite being down by a score. He said they'll get back to the drawing board and make some adjustments during the break. Back to you, Dave.
We appreciate the update, Emma.
My quarterback. Ooh. Defensive 15-yard penalty. Accept.
The away team will accept the penalty.
If the coach hasn't created a culture where penalties are not accepted, then
Funny
players
boo.
won't take that extra effort to avoid making them.
Airs one out way down the middle of the field. And they can't connect. Incomplete.
When I played, I'd always look to quickly get the ball back to a receiver after a drop. You want them to get that mistake out of their mind as soon as possible.
He turns it upfield. Fumble.
Ooh.
He's brought down. That'll be enough for the first down.
My quarterback fumbled it.
Hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds to the offense.
Catch it.
And they can't connect.
Ah.
Incomplete.
There is no giveaway today. Doesn't say it in my title. Shouldn't.
Red 23. Red 23. Set. Hike.
Yeah, I remember you doing that one before.
Incomplete.
Hello,
The away team has an
Mr. Dementia.
infection of drops.
All right, we need a first down.
Let's see what the call is on third down.
Give me a block.
Decides to keep it himself.
Ugh.
Fourth down.
The
All right, let's go
defense
for a
was
field
attempting
goal.
pass the whole way. The safeties and corners had the top covered, which left that short pass as the only option.
And
Oh, it's
he goes
short.
of the upright.
The
Oh,
home team comes into this drive with a one-possession lead. I'm looking for them to try and take a chunk of time off the clock and grab another score.
There is a flag on the play. The away team will accept the penalty.
Move them back a few more yards.
it's my first
You can
playthrough.
console the guys a teammate all you want, but it's going to frustrate those guys. Red 9, set, hike.
He pitches the ball to the runner.
What were you saying to me? Oh. Casey doesn't believe in Zombie Day.
Set, hike.
He makes the throw. Connects with number 14. Fourth down.
They were able to make the completion, but they'll come up well short of the first down.
He punts it away.
All right, we need a good run here. Go, 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 go. Give me. Oh my god, there is no blocking.
The offense has to feel good about where they are. They're down by a single score and are in control of what happens next. Black 5.
Black 5.
He steps back to pass. heaves a pass.
Catch it.
And it's picked
No!
up by the defense.
We heard it often that quarterbacks
My
need
God.
short-term memory when it comes to mistakes. That's so true. He needs to move past this interception.
I should
and
scream like
put it out of his
Jess.
mind. The home team will be looking to turn that
But wife said
turnover
don't.
into some points here.
Number 1 hands it off. Second down. That brings up third down.
Green 29. Green
The third
29.
quarter. comes
All right,
to
end of
close.
third. We need this
San
win. Come on.
Francisco Up so far. 8-7.
Red 10.
Red 10.
Makes a hard throw. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Demon Tier Plus was a fun one.
QB there, not getting too excited and overthrowing his target. It can be tough when they're so wide open.
Jordan's wearing headphones. Boo always wins.
33.
Drops back into the pocket. Makes a hard throw. That will move the chains. A fresh set of downs for the offense.
Come on, we need to stop him.
Makes the reception.
He was out of bounds. Where's my flag?
Second down.
Red 9. Red 9. Set. Set hike.
Number 28 on the carry.
Green 3. Green 3.
Gym is where you get
Steps
COVID.
into the pocket. He tosses one. The running back
No.
makes a nice.
You're so slow.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
Huge credit goes to the blockers on that touchdown. That really paved the way right into the end zone.
It's up. It's good. San Francisco widens their lead. 15-7.
I need some blocking on my
The
run
team
return,
is
please.
Still in good shape. Even with the score, it's still a one-possession game.
Lee catches the kickoff. Makes the
No
return up to
blocking.
the 17.
All right,
If
we're
the
going our
offense
Hail
can
Mary.
drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Here comes the rush. And he's off. Tackled by Smith. That gets us to second down.
I was trying to get out of bounds.
Ready?
Give me the first down at least.
Quarterback
There we go.
decides to run. And that's enough for a first down.
Black, 21.
Pick a game. Uh-oh. I'll send you the list, Jordan.
Makes the throw to the left side, deep downfield. The receiver can't
You should have
bring it
caught
in.
that.
Tight end on the right side.
47. Blue 47.
Here comes the blitz. Airs one out way down the field. That will move the chains.
Dave, I never liked putting a wideout into a position to get hit like that. They will come back and ask for post routes all game long.
Catch that.
The pass is intercepted. He decides to keep it himself.
It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback bounces back after that pick.
Wow.
The home team comes into
Hit
this drive
in the
with a one
frickin'
possession
end
lead.
zone.
I'm looking for them to try and take a chunk of time off the clock and grab another score.
And he steps in for 6.
The home team had all cylinders firing on that touchdown.
Refund policy. Hello, Jess.
San Francisco.
I'm
has
getting my
first
butt
ball.
kicked.
22-7.
The away team would do well to really focus here. They need to execute a quick drive and score to get back into this game.
47 seconds. We're not getting back into this game. I need some blocking.
Return of 19.
It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around.
Yeah.
Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
The pass is intercepted by number.
Of course it's
23.
intercepted.
The quarterback is beside himself after that ill-advised throw. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive following that turnover.
Number 28 takes the carry. Second down.
Frickin' Sharks.
Second play of the drive for the Sharks.
What, Casey? He's just gonna run out the clock. Come on. Yes, it will be. Alright, I didn't get any achievements in that. Rushing yards, 400 passing yards. Complete a single pass for 75. That's what I'm trying for. Is there a rematch? Let's pick a better team. I'm going for a 75-yard pass, Casey. You need a Hail Mary for that. You could go all the way. Loading. Alright, plain. Let's create. Uniform editor? Nah. Play now. Winnipeg Devil Cats. Alright, Boston Whalers have an A for offense, so we're gonna go with them. Alright, we need Arizona Heat. Defense C+. There we go. We'll play against Atlanta. Boston Whalers are good boats. Game setup. Let's do 10 minutes. Injuries off. Gameplay. We'll stay at rookie. Stadium? No, we don't want to play in Baltimore. Or Boston. Carolina looks cool. New York. We'll go to Orlando with the space shuttle right there. Back. Play game. It's a boat brand. Will this be Series X optimized? I don't know. I can't even use this because it's not in the database. So as it's loading, it kills the music. I haven't had any coffee yet today. Cards may win tonight.
Welcome, football fans, to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Dave Stevens, and analyst Mike Steele is in the booth with me, as always.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, you should join the
between these two teams has created some interesting headlines. I'm
Scotty
looking
Bot
forward to
Discord.
seeing how they play out on the field.
You are absolutely right, Mike. Well, let's play some football. Cole kicks it to the left side of the field.
Nah, I'm gonna stop giving you the updates.
The kick. And he's brought down after a return of.
So this isn't confusing. We're both wearing black jerseys.
Setting up shop from the 23. That brings up second down.
I wonder if I can edit the jerseys mid-game.
Fires one. And he's tackled up at the 39-yard
And he's
line.
tackled up at the 39-yard line.
Number 24 on the run. That'll bring
Um,
up a fresh set of downs.
To get some mixer
A good
people,
first
yeah.
down for the defense is an incomplete pass or a short run, not another first down. I guess they didn't get the memo.
That brings up second down.
The defense is just looking around at each other. Nobody was willing to risk a finger to tip that pass, I suppose.
He breaks the tackle.
Oh my god, get him.
Taken down, close to the 28.
Alright,
Bring up
drive
a
safe.
set of downs.
Wear a
You
mask.
see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
Pitches the ball out to the runner. Second down.
Green three, set. Red nine.
There's a flag on the field.
Oh, I got
He
some.
rockets a pass, and he misses his mark. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Atlanta takes the penalty.
You know, in those situations, even as a fan, the QB might be drawing you off, and yet they fall for it anyway.
The pass is caught by number
Ooh, got
80.
him.
Third down.
We need
Some throws
big stop
require
right here.
touch, and some require zip. That, my friend, was a rocket shot.
He makes the screen pass.
No.
To the sideline.
The defense has to rally after that. You can give up a big play, that's going to happen, but don't let this turn into a momentum builder.
Stop him. Where's B. Cummings going?
Second down.
Red 31. Red
Oh,
Penalty
jeez, I went
flag
off sides.
field. Atlanta accepts the penalty.
Traditional wisdom puts the blame for penalties on the coaches.
Pitches the ball out to the runner.
No. Stopped him.
That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Alright, they're getting this touchdown. I know it.
He tosses one along. He snags it out of the air for the touchdown.
Simple X's and O's. And in this case, the offense just found a weakness in
Doesn't
the
it?
team and got rewarded with
They
6
kind of
points.
look like how they do today.
It's good. Atlanta strikes first today. Seven, nothing.
The away team gives up the first touchdown of the game, but will get a chance to even things up on this next drive.
Number 24 takes the kickoff.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession. Black 8.
Yeah, he was playing Octonaut. I was watching that.
Blitz coming on from the defense. Tosses a pass way down the left. Intercepted by
How did he intercept that?
As a quarterback, it's important to scan the field with your eyes, to look off the defenders. That's something he needs to work on a bit. Points off of turnovers is an important statistic in football. If the defense can prevent them from executing here, all of the momentum built up from that turnover will be lost.
That brings up second down.
Ooh, look at that sack.
Atlanta with a single back in the backfield.
Blue 26.
Rifles a pass along the sideline.
That
Right,
ball
third
was
down.
really slung in there,
Nice.
Dave. The receiver did a great job holding on to it for the catch.
Griffith punts it away.
Oh, jeez, get it.
The kick is caught at the 4.
We'll go out of
The
bounds.
offense has a
All right.
great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive. Black 8, set.
Number 4 drops back. Heaves a pass.
Catch it.
Number 80 makes the catch.
That wasn't a 75-yard.
That's a great
Pass.
pitch and catch for the first down.
Oh.
Backfield for a sack by number 32. Second down.
Come on.
17.
Coming with the blitz. Sets his feet and throws. He can't bring it in.
Nobody could catch the frickin' ball.
That marks the end of
All
the
right.
first.
We're only down by 7 at the half. Not too bad.
So far, 7-0. Third and long. He drops back to pass. He throws one over the mid. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
The away team had all cylinders firing on that touchdown.
The kick is up. It's
The space shuttle should launch. That would be cool.
Cole kicks it to the right side of the field. Chandler takes the kick, and he steps out at the 25-yard line.
Blue 19.
Blue 19.
Ready, go!
So did you 1K Octonaut last night?
Airs one out. Paul grabs the ball out of the air. Touchdown.
Too expensive. What?
With such a small part of the field to work with and a tight window to throw it through.
What's
that
too
throw
expensive?
had to be
The
perfect.
space shuttle launch?
There's the kick. It's good. Atlanta
Pat is
takes
good.
the lead. 14-7.
Playing with the lead means we could very well see the defense start to bring the heat, Dave.
Bring the heat.
The kick sails deep. Number 24 takes the kickoff.
Number 24
It's a
takes the
one-score
kickoff.
game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute. Ready?
Sends a pass deep off to the left side. Penalty. He steps in for 6. Let's see how the penalty affects things.
Offense 10-yard.
The defense
What?
will accept the penalty.
This guy
Oh.
has a huge wingspan, but you have to control those hands. Poor technique gets a lot of flags in this league.
Brought down in the backfield for
Ah.
by number 43.
What the heck was the penalty, you stupid
Cole kicks this one
offensive players? That was my achievement.
at the 25.
The offense
Yes, I know,
needs to
safety
just play
there.
it safe here and focus on keeping the ball in their possession as long as possible.
Joe gives it away.
Joe
Second
gives
down.
it away.
Black 41. Black 41. Go!
He flings a pass to the sideline.
How do they catch that? My guys don't.
3rd down.
Set.
Jones handing it off. That
Yellow
brings
card.
up 4th down. Griffith punts it away. Brady catches the punt.
Brady should be my quarterback.
So much of
We're in
football
Boston.
is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
Makes the throw. Complete. to
Ah,
80.
tackled.
The home team lines up with 5 defensive backs. He drops the ball.
Oh, get the ball!
The tackle is made.
The QB needs to tuck that ball away better when contact is coming. The offense will be looking to turn that turnover into points on this drive.
Makes the handoff to number 26.
Well, my guy has a Brady,
That will
or my
bring
team
up
has a
2nd
Brady.
down.
Red 9, set.
A penalty
Oh,
flag
come
the
on.
field.
Carpe hype.
The Razorbacks will accept the penalty.
So many penalties are just mental mistakes.
Number 24 takes the handoff. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Number 24 hit the hole like a rocket. He saw a gap and shot through it for the touchdown.
It's up.
Can I rough the kicker?
It's good. Atlanta adds to their score. 23-7.
This is when it's fun for an offense. You extend this lead and the game just starts to flow. The away team has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing. Blue 19, ready.
Number 4 looking to pass. Airs one out to the left side, deep downfield. He can't make the catch. Lining
He
up
should
on
make the
second
catch.
down, the home team on the rush.
Catch that.
He can't bring it in.
I only have 2 dopey sits. What?
Tight end on the right side. Number 4, dropping back. Hurls a pass. High down the sideline. Incomplete.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
Cole on the
Oh,
kick.
look at that.
He's not gonna have enough
Thank you for
room.
that
The
bit.
home team has built up a nice lead and should focus on extending this drive as long as possible to eat up that clock.
Alright, I'm doing some horrible management in this
Second
game.
down. Second down.
Second down.
Butler makes the reception.
Thank you for those bits, Dementia.
Third and short.
Green 29. We need to stop.
Coming with pressure. Airs one out. And he can't reel it in.
When it's third and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
That was no good.
Atlanta is
All right.
getting set for the kickoff.
Here we go.
Shelton sends it off.
Sends it off.
Number 24 takes the kick.
And he's running out of bounds. He doesn't want to get hurt.
Today, they've been
Alright, back to our
outperformed
Hail
by
Marys.
It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
Red 10, red 10.
The quarterback back to pass. Fumble.
Oh, come on. A fumble again.
Tackle made by Dunn.
Dunn had a great diving tackle that forced the ball out. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive.
All you had to do was be in a stream where somebody
On the carry.
subbed or dropped bits.
Blue 33, ready.
Blitz coming on from the defense. And he's taken down. Third down.
Now, when
Yeah,
you
sack
get the
fumble.
ball into your receiver's hands quickly, that's the kind of throw you want from your quarterback.
Rockets one. Short out to the sideline. That'll bring up fourth down.
The safety came over late to talk with the DB. Breakdowns in coverage like that just can't keep happening.
And he split the uprights for 3 points. That's good from 19 yards out. Atlanta widens their lead. 29-7.
29-7. Come on.
Dave, but that's the competitiveness of this league. You can't let off the throttle. It needs to be go time for the
Wow.
offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
Sends a pass deep over the top of the middle of the field. Good enough for a first down. He turns it upfield.
Fire. Alright, we're going to get this first down. Oh, no.
Loss of 4. He sends
Catch
one
it.
to the middle of the end zone. The receiver can't bring it in.
You can't blame the quarterback for taking a shot there. They weren't in a great situation on third down and needed to chuck it downfield to try and pick up the
Hey,
first.
at least we got a field
He's
goal.
good from 36 yards out.
I know.
Austin closes the gap a bit. 29-10.
The home team would do well to execute a nice long drive here. that would really take the wind out of the sails from this score.
And he's brought down
I need a
for return of 16.
interception or
The home
something.
team needs to play it smart here. They're in control of this game and need to focus on not making mistakes.
Hands it to number 24, second down.
You can. I picked black, and I should have went to the other team and edited theirs to white.
24, third down.
There's full jersey customization. I'll go into it after this
He
game.
drops back to pass. Zings it close to the line of scrimmage up the middle.
Come on, Brady, get him.
And that's enough for a first down.
Red 23. Red 23. Said hike.
Here comes the blitz. It's caught by number 24. He steps in for 6.
I think the defense was expecting run there. The linebackers' eyes were glued to the backfield, and they didn't give much coverage.
I'm just trying to get my 75-yard
Atlanta
pass.
adds to their score. 36-10.
That score, as important as it is now, creates a 2-possession lead for the home team.
Shelton.
I'm only down by
into the
26.
end zone. Number 24 catches the kickoff, and he steps out.
The away team needs to get something going on this drive.
The away team starts the drive from the 14-yard line. Launches a pass high down the sideline. Picked off.
What?
I'm sure the coaches had talked to him about this one with him all week. Just a bad read exploited by the secondary. The offense will be looking to turn that turnover into some points here.
He makes the handoff. That gets us to second down.
Blue 19.
The second quarter comes to a close. The Razorbacks up so far. 30.
Frickin' interception.
Shelton rockets this one deep.
Rocketed deep.
Number 24 takes the kick.
I'll go to the
and
25-yard
he's forced
line.
out. Emma Adams is down on the field and has some information for us.
Guys,
33.
I had a chance
Blue
to speak to the
33.
coach for the
Ready.
Razorbacks. He was very pleased with his team's performance. He credited the lead to his offensive line's ability to protect the pocket and create opportunities in the run game.
There it is.
That when you
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
Huge credit goes to the blockers on that touchdown. That really paved the way right into the end zone.
It's good. Boston bridges the gap a bit. 36-17.
Maybe some of the coaches take solace in that score, and I'm not so sure a comeback is out of the question.
Tackled after a return of
Fumble it.
19.
The home team needs to play it smart here. They're in control of this game and need to focus on not making mistakes.
You're somewhat back working on the
Second
apron.
down. There
Oh,
is a
jeez.
flag on the play.
Offsides.
SMS received.
Atlanta.
Hello,
will accept
BX.
the
Welcome.
penalty.
So many penalties are just mental mistakes.
Thanks for that, host BX.
Jones with the handoff. That gets us to third down.
All right, we need this stop.
33. Blue 33. Ready.
Number 24 takes the ball. Fourth down.
That's a safe play on third down. When you've got a long way to go, sometimes you're better off just picking up a few yards and kicking.
Thanks for that follow gunshot.
And the punt sails into the end zone.
All right, we're going back to
So
our
much of
Hail
football
Marys.
is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. The receiver can't bring it in.
If I were the quarterback, I'd go right back to him to let him get his confidence back.
He launches
Catch it.
deep over the middle. That will move the chains.
Set. Go.
Airs one out along the left side of the end zone. The receiver.
All right, they were
can't
too
bring it
deep.
in.
We're gonna try to run it here.
Looking downfield, the quarterback decides to run. That brings up third down.
Almost got the first.
39. Go.
He drops back to pass.
No, we're running, dude. We're not
Tucks it and
passing.
runs. He steps out of bounds up near the 11-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Let me tell you, Dave, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds to the offense.
Second down.
They do not run fast.
The Razorbacks sending pressure. He decides to keep it himself.
Ooh, touchdown.
First down.
What?
With that first down, the QB gets a bit more comfortable, which really helps his confidence going forward.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
Put 6 on the board for them. The defense seemed ready for it, but the offense just...
Don't call it a comeback.
It's good. Boston bridges the gap a bit. 36-24.
Their faces aren't as long with that score, Dave, but it's still not been the way they drew this up.
And he's brought down after a return of 15.
The home team has built up a nice lead and should focus on extending this drive as long as possible to eat up that clock.
Jones with the handoff. That gets us to second down.
All right, second down. Come on.
Blue 47.
Jones looking to pass.
Wow. Wide, frickin' open.
Touchdown.
You know, the running back will sit and beg for the ball on those short distances, so it's always nice to see the QB pass that pigskin in for 6.
Here's the kick. It's good. Atlanta adds another score. 43-24.
For a defense, this becomes personal now. They're starting to put points up at will.
43? Come on.
Shelton sends it off.
All right, we're going to run out of bounds.
Takes the kickoff.
Right here.
The
Playing
away
it safe.
team
Go back to the
has
Hail
got
Marys.
themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
The home
Need some,
team bringing
passing.
pressure. Launches a pass.
Catch it.
Makes the catch.
Thank you.
That will bring up first down.
Oh, there's an achievement. 400 yards. Yep.
Number 4 steps back into the pocket. Extending the play. He tucks it and runs. Forced out of bounds. Up at the 4. Good enough for a first down.
With that first down, the QB gets a bit more comfortable, which really helps his confidence going forward.
The QB tucks it in and runs. Second down.
That should have been a touchdown. It's on the
He
line.
drops back to pass. And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
That's a great example of a player just stepping up and making a play to get a touchdown.
All
And
right.
it's good. Boston closes the gap a bit. 43-31.
43-31
You
in
look
the
at
third.
lead, and it seems insurmountable, but they're starting to close the gap a bit.
Tackled after a return of 14.
The away team needs to get their act together on defense. They'll need a big turnover or a quick stop to try and shift the momentum back in their favor.
He hands it to the runner. Second down.
Green 3.
Come on. Stop him.
Set. Go.
The pitch is taken by number 24. Third down.
Big stop coming up here.
16. Red 16. Go.
Joe with the handoff.
All right.
Down.
The offense was expecting heavy pass coverage over the top and wisely ran the ball to pick up a few yards.
He punts it away. Brady takes the kick, makes the return up to the 34.
So much
Um,
of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this
I like the
drive
Hail
to
Mary
build some
still.
confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
Launches a pass.
Booyaka.
Steps in for 6. Touchdown.
That was a great call by the coach and great execution by the players.
It's good.
All right, we need a big
Boston
stop now.
eats away at the lead a bit. 43-38.
At this point,
I keep saying big, but it's getting bigger and bigger.
In control of this game by chewing the clock or scoring points.
Makes the return up to the 28.
It's a close one so far today. Let's see if the offense can extend their lead on this drive.
Jones pitching now.
Kaboom!
Second down.
Set. Hike.
Jones with the handoff.
All right,
That
fourth quarter.
signals the end of the third quarter. Atlanta leading 43-38.
Ready. Hike.
Jones pitching it out. That'll bring up fourth down.
That's a smart play call. You were in a bad position on third down. Take a few yards and live to fight another day.
Fielded at the 22-yard line.
All
It's a
right.
one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
Green 3.
The quarterback steps back into the pocket. Number 46.
Oh, sack. At least he held on to the freaking ball that time.
Second down. Another sack for the
Oh my
defense.
God.
This one will push the offense back to the 19. That gets us to third down. He lets one fly to the middle, deep downfield.
Oh, at least he caught that
And
thing.
that's enough for a first down.
Blue 47.
Number 4, looking to pass. Grabbed out of the air.
The safeties down there are licking their chops, Dave. They can't wait to lay into him the next time he comes across the middle.
And he's brought down. That gets us to second down.
My team only knows the Hail Mary play.
Pass. Another sack for the defense.
All right, we need a first down here.
Offense back to the 19-yard line. That brings up a crucial third down. Still looking for a receiver. He can't bring it in.
Ah.
This is
All right,
exactly
field goal.
why third and long is so hard to convert. It takes time for the receivers to get to the first down marker, and by then the QB is under pressure.
All right, it's a
and forced to
2-point
make
game. Just my
difficult throw.
freaking safety.
Cole boots it to the right side. Chandler catches the kickoff. Takes the return up to the 33.
It's a close one so far today. Let's see if the offense can extend their lead on this drive.
He drops back. Chandler makes
No,
the
no, no, no.
catch.
Get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh my God.
10 for 6.
Great execution by several key players to get that touchdown.
The
I need a
kick is
couple
made.
quick scores.
It's good. Atlanta adds another score. 50-41.
This is when it's fun for an offense. You extend this lead and the game just starts to flow.
Dunn takes the kick. And he's brought down
Where are my
after a
blockers?
return of 22.
So much of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
All right, we got a quick score.
When close to the end zone like that, the quarterback has to be precise with his passes and has to make smart decisions. Nice
That wasn't
accurate
quick to the
throw
end
there for
zone.
6.
It's good. Boston reclaims some lost ground. 50-48.
Back to 2
The
points.
defense needs a score on this drive, or they'll risk blowing their lead and letting them come back. The home team has the chance to make this a two-score game with this possession.
Red 31. Ready. Hut.
He makes the handoff. Second down.
Come on, defense.
Black 5. Sit
He
up.
steps back to pass. Chandler catches it.
Ah, first down.
That will move the chains.
It's important for quarterbacks to have a nice repertoire of passes. That was a great example of a bullet pass.
No!
Makes the reception.
Wide open.
Touchdown.
What a play! That is what football is all about.
I didn't say, oh God. I just said no.
It's good. Atlanta
Or did I?
extends their lead 57-48.
You see the defense almost motion to clear some room on the bench. These guys are getting winded.
Number 24.
Block,
takes the
please.
kickoff.
Block.
Takes the return up to the 26-yard line.
I have no
Overall
blocking.
today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
Makes the reception. Let's see how
Go,
the
Pack,
penalty
go.
affects things.
Somewhat out of it. Accept. Yes.
The Whalers will accept the penalty.
Traditional wisdom puts the blame for penalties on the coaches.
He tucks it and runs. That gets us to second down.
All right, second down. Come on.
4 steps back into the pocket. He turns it upfield.
This quarterback has no
Tackled up
speed.
near the 3. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Blue hike.
That's a well-run route and a precision pass for the first.
Touchdown.
Not just a touchdown, but also a statement. Simple X's and O's. And in this case, the offense just found a weakness in the D and got rewarded.
What happened to my
with
field
6
goal?
points.
Boston recovered some ground with that score. 57-56.
The away team
How
pulls
does it-
into a one-score game there.
57-56.
If the offense can get another score on this drive here, it will really put the pressure on.
Sit hut.
That brings up second down.
All right, we need to stop. Come on.
26. Blue 26. Set. Sit hut.
He throws one short to the left side.
No. Get him, get him, get him. Ah.
He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
That was a great short strike into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sit hut.
There's the kick. It's good. Atlanta widens their lead. 64-56.
The away team is still in good shape. Even with the score, it's still a one-possession game.
Number
Give me
24
some blocking.
takes the kick. And he's brought down
All right,
after a
Hail Mary
return
time
of
again.
17.
The away team has to feel good about where they are.
Green 29.
They're down by a single score and are in control of what happens next.
He hurls one high down the left side of the field. The receiver can't bring it in. The Whalers from the gun. Pressure coming from the defense. He sends one deep downfield. There's a flag on the field. And he steps in for 6.
All right.
Touchdown. We'll see if the
10-yard
penalty
penalty.
affects the outcome. Atlanta takes the penalty.
What?
Dave, it really does happen on every play. And being honest, who am I to judge a lineman protecting his quarterback?
Oh my God.
Out onto the field comes the kicking team. Cole kicks
Frickin'
it to the
safeties.
right side of the field. Taken at the 24.
I need a pick
To
6.
just play it safe here and focus on keeping the ball in their possession as long as possible.
He drops back to pass. Adkin cutting through blockers. The sack. That will be a loss of 7.
Blue
Second
19.
down.
Blue 19. Ready. Sit hut.
Shakes off the defender.
Red 10. Red 10.
On sack. He's just gonna waste the clock. Come on. Take the ball. Dude.
Sit hut.
Breaking away from the defense. The offense lines up to punt this one away.
They are really milking this frickin' clock.
Griffith punts it away.
That's a horrible
The
punt.
kick sails out of bounds, close to the 26.
The away team needs to execute on this drive. If they want to start eating away at that lead, they've let the other team build up on them.
Airs one out to the left side of the field. It's caught by number
Oh,
80.
he caught that.
As good as advertised, Dave. We expected to see some great offense today, and it's coming around.
He decides to keep it himself, and he steps out. Second down. Second down and short.
Set. Strike.
The quarterback, he crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Not just a touchdown, but also a statement.
And it's good. Boston bridges the gap a bit. 66-63.
The away team pulls it into
I have no time left.
there.
Fielded at the 14-yard line.
Oh, if he would have
Close
fumbled
one
it.
so far today. Let's see if the offense can extend their lead on this drive.
It's time to select the Mike Steele stud of the...
At least we got 2 achievements in that game. The running ones are going to be harder to get. Jordan is on the wife's desk right in front of my stream. Come on. So I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow night yet. I need to figure that out this afternoon. Alright, so create uniform editor. Let's see what we could do to the uniforms. So you could pick the letter font, number font, colors, arm sleeves, make a matte helmet. Nice. So it doesn't look like you could do much. That does not look red, that looks pink. So it doesn't look like you could really do much, just change the colors. Yes, exit. Alright, let's do another... What other achievements? Hold your opponent to 200 total yards. 200 rushing yards in a single game, and a rush for 50. Alright, we'll try for the rushing stuff. I'm not good at rushing. Play now. Whalers are an A. We'll be the Green Bay Axemen. What uniforms? We'll be black with a white helmet. Defense. We'll be the Buffalo Grizzlies. Grizzlies. And let's make them the red uniforms. Game setup, 10 minutes still. Let's go to New York. Overcast, sure, night, no wind. Rookie. Play game. Loading.
Hello and welcome to Buffalo, New York. I'm Dave Stevens along with my partner Mike Steele.
This game is shaping up to be really exciting, Dave. Both teams are primed and ready for some football.
Are you ready for some football?
Yeah, Mike, that's a good point. Let's see how things develop today. Kennedy sends this one to the right side of the field.
I didn't realize my monitor was on.
Tackled after a return of
Wife didn't
11.
tell me.
Setting up shop from the 22-yard line.
31. Ready. Set hut.
He muscles one.
Are you serious?
Number 14.
Frickin' first play they get a touchdown?
And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
I don't understand it. QBs have to force the ball into that tight space, and now the kicker has what? 50 feet to kick it through?
It's good. Buffalo with the first score of the game.
Alright, we need to return something for a
7-0.
touchdown.
The away team gives up the first touchdown of the game, but will get a chance to even things up on this next drive.
Taken at the 13, makes the return up to the 27.
If the
All right,
offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Let's try Y.
The Axeman begins the drive from the 27-yard line. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down by Jordan. Second down.
44. Set hike.
He tosses it to number
Oh.
7. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Green Bay will accept the penalty.
That's a tough break for them now.
He hurls one over the middle. The tackle is made. That'll be enough for the first down. Coming out in the gun.
Black 41. Black 41. Go.
Burke with the toss.
Oh my god, they can't
That
frickin'
brings
run.
up second down.
Black. Go.
Hurls a pass. Intercepted by number 24.
Dave, he's been staring down that receiver all day, and the secondary is just keying on it. He wanted a big play, but he gave one up instead. The offense will be looking to turn that turnover
Wow.
into points on this drive.
Touchdown.
That's
We're already down by
what
2.
we're seeing
Or
over and
14.
over in film this week.
McGuire makes the kick. And it will
Oh,
fall short
no
of
good.
the uprights. Buffalo widens their lead. 13-0.
The away team needs to respond to that score quickly to get the momentum going on their side.
Give me blocking. Give me blocking.
Tackled after a return of 12.
The away team has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing.
Red 9. Red 9. Set. Set. Hut.
Here comes the rush. The pass connects with number 7. That brings up second down. Second down for the X-Men.
Black 8. Set. Hut.
Pitches the ball out to the runner. Shakes off the defender.
Oh, that was a good run.
First down.
Not a 50-yard run, but
Set. Hike.
He pitches the ball to the runner. That brings up second down.
Red 31. Red 30. Go.
Burke steps back into the pocket. Looking downfield, the QB tucks it in and runs. And he safely steps out close to the 27, and that's enough for a first down.
When
this
you
won't be a
keep
50-yard
those
run.
types of throws with first downs, it forces the defense
Nope.
to move men out of the box, which opens up the run game.
Two backs in the backfield for Green Bay. The runner shakes off the tackle, and he's off. That brings up third down.
that was a horrible run.
Set. Hut.
He is
Oh,
sacked
sack.
by number 91.
All right, field goal.
They were able to make the completion, but they'll come up well short of the first down.
There's the kick. And it will fall short.
No
of
good.
the uprights.
The away team could really use a big play here on defense, something to spark a comeback.
Yeah, I'm still at
To
it.
the runner.
I lost the other game.
Second down.
Blue
New game.
33. Blue 33. Ready. Go.
The runner shakes off the tackle.
Arizona
That
beat me.
brings up a crucial third down.
Blue 26. Blue 26. Set. Go.
Logan hands it off. That'll bring up fourth down.
The offense was expecting heavy pass coverage over the top and wisely ran the ball to pick up a few yards.
The punt's away.
I usually stream for 2 hours minimum.
Matthew catches the punt.
The away team has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing.
Arizona Heat is fire.
Ready.
Tackled
Oh
near
my
the line
God.
by Sandoval.
All right, we're going back to
That
Hail
will
Mary.
bring up second down.
I don't know.
17.
I need to figure it out.
17.
I'll look this
Penalty flag
afternoon.
on the field. He launches one deep over the top to the middle of the field. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome.
First and 10 from opponent 17.
Green Bay
There we
is
go.
going to go with the results of the play instead of the penalty. Good enough for a first
Green
down.
33. Green 33. Set. Hike.
Tosses one to the back. Finally,
Touchdown!
taken up near the
No?
nothing-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
7.
You know, Dave, you can only go from
I could do
first
Pumpkin
down to
Jack.
first down
Is that
so many
multiplayer?
times before it turns into points on the board.
He scored.
The away team showed us great execution and determination on that touchdown.
All right, we're on the board.
Green Bay reclaims some lost ground. 13-7.
The defense is feeling the pressure. They can give themselves a lot of breathing room with a score on this
Oh, it's not?
upcoming drive.
And he's brought down after a return of 21.
The home team comes into this drive with a one-possession lead. I'm looking for them to try and take a chunk of time off the clock and grab another score.
Ah. Why didn't you tell me my monitor was on and playing sound?
He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Dave, not a lot of room for error here, but the wideout and QB
You didn't hear
on
it?
the same page.
Oh.
Now they share the stats page under touchdown.
McGuire on the kick. And It's good.
Wow, that bounced in.
Adds another score. 20. That brings us to the end of the first.
One player action
Buffalo
platformer.
with the lead. 27. McGuire kicks it. Taken at the 13. Tackle.
Yeah.
for a return
All right.
of 13.
The offense has dug themselves
Pistol.
into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to
Shotgun.
regain some of that on this drive.
Setting up shop from the 28.
Red 9. Hike.
Tackled.
Give me some blocking.
Gets us to second down.
Blue 4. Blue 4.
Quarterback to pass. The pass is caught by number 7.
That was a weird pass. I was trying to hand it off to him.
Blue 4. Go.
Burke steps back into the pocket. Launches a pass along the left side. The pass connect. Touchdown.
Simple X's and O's. And in this case, the offense just found a weakness in the D and got rewarded with 6 points.
It's good. Green Bay eats away at the lead a bit. 20-14.
What are you thinking about,
These
Clover?
guys play with a chip on their shoulder, and they also keep chipping away at this lead.
Makes the return up to the 28-yard line.
The home team has a
Hi, Jordan.
one-possession lead going into the drive. Let's see what they can do with it.
Heaves a pass. Grabbed out of the air.
That's the kind of
Can you get
talent
down?
this team has, Dave. Moving the ball at will against a defense that isn't full of slouches.
33. Ready?
The pitch is taken by number 30. That brings up second down.
All right, second down. Get the stop. Get the stop.
Black 8. Set.
It should.
Gets us to third down.
I would think it does.
Black 5. Set. Hut.
Rifles a pass. Thompson catches it.
Why wouldn't...
Brings up fourth down.
I didn't get a good.
I don't mind what they did, but why wouldn't they go for the
They need
first
to
down?
calm down. Figure out who made that mistake and fix it going forward.
And the kick lands out of bounds close to the
right.
14-yard line.
Shotgun.
The offense has to feel good about
Quick
where
flip.
they are. They're down by a single score and are in control of what happens next.
Go.
Pitching it off to number 7.
Oh, come on. I need a long run.
Second down.
Blue 4. Blue 4. Go.
Burke tosses one out. That gets us to third down.
Set. Go.
Burke with the toss. The runner breaks free. That'll be enough for the first down.
Oh, that was close.
Let's see what they do on first down.
Green 3. Go.
He pitches the ball to the runner. And he's near the line.
I want a 50-yard run.
Green 33. Go.
The QB makes the toss.
Wow.
Third down.
All right, Hail Mary time.
Green Bay lining up with 2 receivers.
Black 8. Go.
Burke dropping back. Hurls a pass. Incomplete pass.
Ugh. All right, field goal.
The field goal unit makes its way up to the line.
Is this even mathematically possible?
Kennedy kicks it up. And the kick falls short. No good.
The home team has a one-possession lead going into the drive. Let's see what they can do with it.
Set.
He breaks a tackle. That brings up second down.
Jordan is being super
Second
needy
down.
today.
Black 11. Black 11. Ready?
And he's tackled up near the line. Third down.
Set.
Ma makes the sack. The offense will lose about 7. That'll bring up fourth down.
A smart play by the offense. Everything was covered downfield, and you don't want to force one in. throw it short, and see if the receiver can make a play to get the
I had
first
no
down.
room to run.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
Go.
Tosses one to the back.
Block!
Second down.
I have no blocking. Block.
The runner dodges away. Third down.
Black.
The quarterback decides to run.
Block.
That'll be enough for the first down.
Great anticipation by the quarterback to throw it where the receiver needed to be.
The QB tucks it in and runs.
This quarterback is slow AF
That'll
at
be
running.
enough for the first down.
Let me tell you, Dave, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds to the offense.
Second down and long. He drops back. Sends a pass.
Black 8. Sit hut.
And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
Sight hit the hole like a rocket. He saw a gap and shot through it for the touchdown.
Hey, look at that. We got the lead.
Green
Let's see if we can hold it.
take the lead with that score. 21-20.
The away team slides into the driver's seat with the go-ahead score.
Tackled after a return of 20.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
And he's tackled up near the line. Second down.
Set. Sit hut.
Logan gives it away. That will bring up third down.
Ready.
Penalty marker on the field.
What?
That'll wrap things up for the second quarter. The Axemen up so far, 21-20. Here comes the kicking team.
I don't know what their penalty was.
The kick is off.
Wow, that kicker wasn't even lined up with the ball.
Fielded at the 12-yard line.
Oh, come on. Go, go, go. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
And
No!
he's brought down after a return of
Oh, so close to that
72.
achievement.
If the offense can get another score on this drive here, it will really put the pressure on.
Sit hut.
Tosses one to the back.
Thanks for that, host Jordan.
That's enough for a first down.
That play really caught the defense off guard. I'm not sure what they were expecting there on first down, but it wasn't that.
Second down and goal.
Red 10. Red go.
He tosses it to number 7.
All right, we're going Hail Mary.
Black. Sit hut.
He tucks it and runs. Touchdown.
Be ready for
This
Jordan
is
Nation.
Big boy football.
This is
The
big
defense
boy
might
football.
consider getting some new guys in because they just got manhandled.
It's good. Green Bay adds another score. 28-20.
The away team is happy to get a score there, but I think they would have rather come out of that situation with more points.
Vaughn takes the kickoff. Makes the return up to
Fumble
the
it.
27-yard line.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
He throws one deep over the middle.
Get him. Ah.
He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Not just a touchdown, but also a statement.
That sucks.
Buffalo sets up to go for 2.
Black 5. Go.
He muscles one. They are unable to convert
Nice.
the 2-point try.
All right.
Buffalo reclaims some lost
I need to run this back.
28-26.
I had the other one ran back almost all the
Burner
way.
today, Dave. Only one score separates the teams. All it takes is one mistake. to
Blocking,
determine the
blocking.
outcome of this one.
Tackled after
Ah.
a return of 9.
This
All right,
drive coming up is a
shotgun.
good chance for the offense
Quick
to give
flip.
themselves a bit of breathing room.
Red 31. Ready, go!
Burke tosses one out.
I need some frickin'
That
blocking.
brings up second down. He drops back to pass. He's hit hard.
Oh my
Second
God.
down at the 8. That brings up third down.
Hike.
Scrambling. He dodges away.
Oh, if I
A smart play by the offense. Everything was covered downfield, and you don't want to force one in. Throw it short and see if the receiver can make a play to get the first out.
Go!
It's up. Oh, and he's not going to have enough leg.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Sutton takes the carry. Second down.
Red 10. Red 10.
red 10, red 10.
Go!
Logan gives it away.
Tackle him.
That will bring up third down.
Black 5. Black 5.
Green Bay on the rush. McGuire on the kick. And it's good.
45-yarder good.
Takes the lead.
All right.
29,
They're up by
28.
one
The
frickin'
lead
point.
changes the mindset for both the offense and defense. I wonder if we won't see some guys taking more risks.
All right, give me
Number
blocks.
68 catches the kickoff. Tackled after
No
a
blocking.
return of 14.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
He pitches the ball to the runner.
You know, Dave, you can only go from first down to first down so many times before it turns into points on the board.
Second down. Third play of the drive.
Black. Hike.
The QB tucks it in and runs. That gets us to third down.
Wow, that is weird.
Buffalo sending pressure. The quarterback decides to run. And he's brought down close to the 40-yard line. First down.
Set.
That's just beating the defense. They really can't even attack because they keep giving up yardage.
Stop tackling my quarterback. I want to
Second
run.
down.
Set.
Wow.
Go!
Pitches the ball out to the
Oh
right.
my God. Back to Hail Mary.
Third down. Two wide receivers for Green Bay. He decides to keep it himself.
First down. All right.
That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback doesn't get
The
tired.
defense. They really can't even attack because they keep giving up yardage.
The quarterback decides to run. That will bring up second down.
Second and 2. Come on.
Blue 9. Go!
The QB
Oh,
will be sacked in the back
blitz.
at the 22-yard line. That brings up a crucial third down. He turns it upfield. Tackle made by Wade. Let's see what the call on the field is. Buffalo
What?
will accept the penalty.
That was a clear hold. Good call by the officials.
He sends one. Incomplete.
Third and longs are one of the hardest down and distances to convert. The defense did a great
Field
job
goal.
holding them up there.
Hike.
There's the kick. And it's good.
49er.
Will take the lead with that
Places
score,
out, Dan.
31-29.
45-yard plus field goal.
Team
Nice.
Slides into the driver's seat with the go-ahead score.
The kick's away. Taken at the 13-yard line.
At least I got an
The
achievement in
home
this
team
one.
has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive.
Go!
Pressure coming from the defense. And he can't reel it in.
All right,
The
fourth
third
quarter.
comes to an end.
2-point
The
lead.
Axemen with the lead so far.
We can't give 'em another
31-29.
safety.
Red 23. Red 23. Set. Go!
Brought down almost immediately. Third down.
Third down.
Green 46. Green 46. Hike.
He tosses it to the runner. The offense will kick this one away.
You don't understand anything about that sport.
Campbell on the punt.
This is Canadian rules too, so it's a little different,
Matthew
I think.
catches the punt. Tackled after a return of 15.
The away team comes into this drive with a one-possession lead. I'm looking for them to try and take a chunk of time off the clock and grab another score.
Pitches it out to number 7.
No blocking.
That gets us to second down. He drops back. Heaves a pass deep down the center of the field.
Jordan, come on, down.
That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
These catches in traffic are so hard to complete because as a receiver, you know you're going to get popped hard.
He turns it upfield.
I got like 2 yards. Season pass 2? Wow. I still need to get the season pass.
Dropping back. Throws a pass. And it's
Intercepted in the freaking end
This
zone.
quarterback is a competitor. He wants nothing more than to get right back out there after a poor play like that and have an opportunity to turn things around. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this
I need a
drive.
fumble recovery for a touchdown right here.
Dropping back. Here comes the blitz.
No!
Vaughn makes the reception.
You serious?
He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
That was a great short strike into the end zone.
There's like one less downs or something.
Buffalo sets up shop for the extra point. The kick is up.
Alright, they are up by
It's good.
5.
Buffalo will take the lead with that score. 36-31.
The home team slides into the driver's seat with the go-ahead score.
McGuire sends it off. Hine takes the kickoff. Makes the return up to the 27-yard line.
Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead.
I think the field's the same length.
31. Ready. Set. Hut.
He makes the pitch.
Did I get first down? Yeah.
And he won't
Oh,
make it very far
wow.
before being
Hail Mary.
down.
Green 29. Hut.
Quarterback to pass. Another sack for the defense.
My
This
God.
one will push the offense back to the 24-yard line. That will bring up third down.
On third down,
See, fourth down, I
the
have to
push
punt.
the ball
I can't
down
go
the
for
field
it.
is greater, but this quarterback did the right thing by taking what the defense gave him.
Pope punts it away. Jordan takes the punt.
Jordan.
And he's brought down after a return of 14.
Well, this shows 100
Close one
yards.
so far today. Let's see if the offense can extend their lead on this drive.
The Axemen bringing pressure. Second down.
Red 44. Red 44.
Second and 20.
Hike.
Tosses one to the back.
Fumble it.
Third down.
Green 33. Green 33. Go.
He hands it to number 30.
The coach showed some wisdom and football knowledge on that call. Take what the defense
Jordan
gives you
Nation.
and live to fight another day.
Alright, run it all the way back. We need an achievement.
Matthew catches the punt.
That's not all the way back.
The
Alright, we're
away
going Hail
team
Mary.
has to feel good
Now let's
about
do the
where they
flip.
are. They're down by a single score and are in control of what happens next.
Makes the toss to number 7. Missed tackle. Finally brought down. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
As good as advertised, Dave. We expected to see some great offense today, and it's coming around.
Took him forever to get out into the...
Third play of the drive. Third play of the drive. Drops back into the pocket.
Catch that.
Jackson, he steps in for 6.
Not just a touchdown, but also a statement.
Kennedy kicks it up. It's good.
All right, defense
Green Bay
now.
pulls ahead, 38-36.
Dave, this game is shaping up to be a nail-biter for both teams.
Fielded at the 3-yard line.
Fumble it.
He's brought down after a return of 21.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
No.
Vaughn makes the catch.
Wide freaking open.
For 6. Touchdown.
That was a great call by the coach and great execution by the players.
McGuire kicks
All right,
it.
I need a touchdown here.
It's good. Buffalo pulls ahead, 43-38.
The home team came up big there. Now they've got to hold out on defense to secure the win.
The kick is caught at
Give me
the
some blocking.
13-yard line.
No blocking.
Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead they're facing.
Tackled back at the 22, second down. He steps back to pass. The QB tucks it in and runs. That will bring up first down.
All right, first down.
This defense is going to have to get its assignments in order. If not, they can expect to give up yardage all day. When you can keep the sticks moving quickly like that, it's a good way to build momentum on a drive.
Catch it.
And he
Ah.
can't reel it in.
Jackson is clearly upset with himself after that drop.
He tucks it and runs. He safely steps out of bounds up at the 34. That gets us to third down.
Oh my God.
Sacked down at the 39-yard line. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Green Bay accepts the penalty.
Traditional wisdom puts the blame for penalties on the coaches.
Here's the kick. And he's good from
51.
yards out. Green Bay reclaims some lost ground. 43-41.
2-point game.
The comeback, Dave.
Come
I
on.
think we've really seen these guys make some
Fumble it,
smart
fumble it, fumble it,
adjustments.
fumble it.
And he's brought down after a return of 13.
The offense has a one-possession lead going into the drive. Let's see what they can do with it.
Fumble.
Breaks out of the tackle. That gets us to second down.
Red 31. Red 31. Ready.
Okay, Mike.
Aw.
We've won it all game. Let's
So
hear
close
who
to
the
winning that
stud of the
game.
is.
Dave, I'll be honest. I kept going back and forth today, but I've got to go with Vaughn for the home team.
Loading, loading, loading. I don't even know how much rushing yards I got. I didn't look. We'll do 1 minute or one more 10-minute quarter game.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands.
Green Bay's an A. C plus is the lowest defense I've seen. So, Cincinnati Royals, let's play against them. They look like a horrible team. Alright, we'll let them be orange. "10 minutes, injuries off, fatigue off." Let's go to Seattle. Alright, while it's loading, I'm gonna hit the restroom.
Hello and welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio. My name is Dave Stevens, and I'm joined, as usual, by Mike Steele.
You ever wake up and just know something great was going to happen, Dave? I usually don't have that feeling before coming to work with you, but I've set my DVR at the house, and I'd recommend you do at home as well, because I feel like a record falls today.
Well, I think fans at home are thinking the same thing, Mike. I think that both of these teams have something to prove today.
Go Seattle, but we're not playing a Seattle team. We're just in the Seattle Stadium.
Lining up for the kickoff. Kennedy sends this one to the right side of the field. Taken at the 2-yard line. Tackled after a return of 18.
Alright, I need a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Hands it to number 29. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Cincinnati accepts the penalty.
Penalties can be real drive killers or savers.
Go!
Green Bay brings a blitz. That gets us to third down.
Green 46. Green 46. Hike!
Handing it off to number 29. Fourth down.
That's a smart play call. You were in a bad position on third down.
So if you miss the jersey editor, it's just really color combinations, nothing more. Dude, why'd you run out of the way of the ball?
Matthew catches the punt.
Come on, load.
The Axeman begins the drive from the 28-yard line. The pitch is taken by number 7. That will bring up second down.
Red 10. Red 10. Go!
He tosses it to the runner.
Oh,
That'll bring
almost.
up a fresh set of downs.
Alright, he's tired,
Blocking can
so
be one of the more overlooked aspects of running.
he just woke up again.
That first down run was pretty
Nice.
He tosses one, and it's off.
As a coach, you hope your players have the ability to get past the mistakes they've made and execute the next time they're in that situation.
Alright, we need a first down
Pitching
here.
it out. That will bring up third down.
Black. Hike!
Dropping back. Scrambling. And he safely steps out. First down.
Receiver gets up with the big first down motion. Pretty sure the defense have seen enough of that already.
Green 29. Hike!
Steps into the pocket. He
Run.
takes it and runs. Brought down up near the 23.
A good first down for the defense is an incomplete pass or a short run.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
another first down. I
Back
guess
to Hail
they didn't
Mary.
get the memo.
Blues.
The QB tucks it in and runs. That brings up third down.
3rd and 3.
The Axeman comes out in a 2-receiver set. He decides to
Ah.
keep himself.
All right, field goal.
Green Bay is set to try for a short field goal here. Kennedy makes the kick. And he split the uprights for 3 points. That's good from 31 yards out. Green Bay striking first. 3-0.
When I was a player, that initial score, even if it was just a field goal, always
Fumble
let
it.
me settle into a rhythm. It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
The handoff is taken by number 29. Second down.
They got a lot of yardage. 5.
Green Bay sending pressure. It's caught by number 18.
No. He is fast.
He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Huge credit goes to the blockers on that touchdown. That really paved the way right into the end zone.
There's the kick. It's good. Cincinnati moves into the driver's seat. 7-3.
It's good.
7-3, come on.
But there's plenty of game left to play.
Cole boots it.
All the way, all the way.
High.
Blocking,
catches the
blocking,
kick.
blocking.
And he's brought
There's
down
no
after a
blocking.
return of 2.
Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead they're facing.
Burke tosses one out. Second down. The Axeman comes out in a 2-receiver set. Extending
Block,
the play.
block,
The
block,
QB
block,
tucks it
block.
in and the ball is out. He's
No!
taken down.
The runner has to do a better job of anticipating contact and covering the ball so it doesn't
He
get
was out of
loose
bounds.
like that. The home team has a chance to pick up some free points here after that turnover.
Second down.
Black 8. Black 8. Set. Tonight.
Pitches it out to number 29. That gets us to third down.
Green 17.
Green 17.
The defense bringing pressure. He steps in for 6.
The home team showed us great execution and determination on that touchdown.
Here's the kick. It's good.
Hit the upright.
Cincinnati widens their lead. 14-3.
Go lay down,
The
Jordan.
team needs to respond to that score quickly to get the momentum going on their side.
Hine takes the kickoff. Makes the return up to the
There is no
31-yard
blocking.
line.
It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop
It's go
messing
time.
around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
The QB makes the toss. Cincinnati lines up with 5 defensive backs. He sends one. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Bot season pass number 2. Nice.
Seeing the wideouts look at their hands after a drop, as if the ball that I just threw them bit them or something. Just catch the ball.
Catch it.
Intercepted by number 30.
Dave, he's been staring down that receiver all day, and the secondary is just keying on it. He wanted a big play, but he gave one up instead. It will be interesting.
You
to see
gotta
if
be
the offense
kidding
can
me.
do anything on this drive following that turnover.
Cincinnati's fucking good.
Not to be biased, Dave, but that's all on the QB. He read the defense perfect, selected the target, and released the ball exactly when he needed to.
A penalty flag on the field. Green Bay takes the penalty.
The quarterback was trying to get the defense to jump and ended up making one of his own plays.
Your ears, yeah, okay,
There's the
dude.
kick. It's good.
It was funny, we were watching the news last night and they dropped the F-bomb
21
on a live report.
In many ways, this one was not the game we expected, Dave. But certainly, this type of lead has made a statement.
Hine
Alright,
takes
give
the
me some
kick.
blocking.
And he's brought
That's
down
not
after
blocking.
a return of 11.
It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to
Tighten up
drive
that
the
chin
ball
strap.
down the field.
Blue, fake.
Drops back into the pocket. He sends one way down the left side of the field. He can't bring it in.
That is a catchable ball.
Stickum isn't legal anymore, so this receiver has to maintain focus, or he's going to be getting plenty of splinters from the bench soon.
Incomplete.
This is exactly why 3rd and long is so hard to convert. It takes time for the receivers to get to the first down marker, and by then, the QB is under pressure and forced to make a difficult throw.
Fumble it.
Makes the return up to the 44.
The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team, drag this game out.
Makes the handoff to number 29.
Alright, end of the first. We are down by
Quarter comes to
a lot.
close. The home team out in front, 21-3.
Ready. Set hut.
3rd down.
Green 46. Green 46. Set hike.
He shakes off the tackler.
Did you get the
That'll
first?
Bring up 1st down.
Dang.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
The QB hands it off. That will bring up 2nd down.
Alright, 5-yard loss. We'll take that.
Blue 33. Hike.
He hands it to the runner. 6th play of the drive
Blue
for
26.
Cincinnati.
Blue 26. Set. Set hut.
Tackle him.
4th down.
The coach showed some wisdom and football knowledge on that call. Take what the defense gives you and live to fight another day.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
I missed the
The
kick.
away team needs to get something going on this drive.
Black 40. Go.
Pitching it off to number 7.
Block.
And he's forced out up near the 22-yard line. 2nd down.
Black 40. Hike.
Tosses one to the back.
Give me blocking. Give me blocking.
And that's enough for a 1st down.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
And he's taken down.
2nd and 1.
Black.
He steps back to pass. He launches one way down the left side.
Finally, touchdown. No?
That will move the
Wow.
chains.
Red 23. Hut.
2nd down.
Blue. Hike.
Burke back to pass. He tucks it and runs. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
Huge credit goes to the blockers on that.
Alright, at least I got some
That
points on the
really
board.
paved the way right
Only
into
down by
the end
11
zone.
now.
It's good. Green Bay bridges the gap a bit. 21-10.
The away team will recover some lost ground on that score, but they need to get their act together.
Fumble it,
on
fumble it,
all
fumble it.
phases if they want to complete the comeback. The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
Hike.
The runner breaks out of the tackle. 2nd down.
What are you thinking about, Clover?
Green 46. Green 46. Hut.
He tosses it to number 29.
Oh, jeez. Get him, get him, get him.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
Why can't I do that?
Offensive line did a great job creating a huge surge off the snap. That allowed the runner to shoot right into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the kick sails wide. Cincinnati widens the gap a bit with that score. 27-10.
We're now looking at a 2-possession lead for the home team.
takes the kick. Tackled after a
I
return
get no
of
blocking.
14.
The away team has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing.
He makes the pitch.
Black 11.
Burke back to pass. Sends a pass. He can't bring it in.
Oh,
That one almost burned the defense,
Red
Dave.
23.
Multiple cliche warning. Sometimes you just shoot yourself in the foot when you drop the ball.
Still looking for a receiver,
that's gonna be intercepted.
and he can't reel it in.
You can't blame the quarterback for taking a shot there. They weren't in a great situation on third down and needed to chuck it downfield to try and pick up the first.
And he's brought down after a return of 16.
The offense has built up a nice lead and should focus on extending this drive as long as possible to eat up that clock.
That will bring up second down.
Come on, defense.
Blue 19. Ready.
Fires a rocket. Woods with the
Wide
kick.
open.
And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
The home team had all cylinders firing on that touchdown.
Cole on the kick. It's good. Cincinnati widens the gap a bit. with that
34
score.
to 10 in the second.
34-10.
You give up more points here, and you almost don't want to walk back to the sidelines to hear it from the coaches.
Give me
Fielded
blocking.
At the 15-yard line. And he's brought down after a return of 19.
The offense needs to get to work here. They've got an uphill road ahead of them to retake the lead and would do well to get things rolling now.
Catch that.
It's caught by number
Thank you.
88. That will move the chains.
The offense is giving the chain gang a workout down there. They were barely set before needing to move.
Pitches the ball out to the runner.
That was a crappy run.
Green 3. Go.
Quarterback to pass. And he's off.
Green. Go.
And he's off. Forced out of bounds. Up at the 9. First
Quick
down
flip.
and goal. And
Jeez.
he won't make it very far
He
before
cannot
being
run at
tagged
all.
down by number 21. That brings up second down. It's caught for the score.
Not to be biased, Dave, but that's all on the QB. He read the defense perfect, selected the target, and released the ball exactly when he needed to.
It's good. Green Bay recovered some
We need to get you a
ground with
quieter
that score.
chair.
34.
Because I see when you move on my
The
mic.
offense will recover
Yeah.
some lost ground on that score, but they need to get their act together on all phases if they want to complete the comeback.
Taken at the 2-yard line. Tackled after a return of 21.
The home team needs to play it smart.
I need
here.
an
They're in
interception.
control of this game and need to focus on not making mistakes.
The handoff is taken by number 20.
I do get the ball at the start of the
Gets us
third.
to second down.
Black 41. Black 41. Go.
Bauer pitching it out. Third down.
Set.
I might have time for one play if I get this stop.
Back to pass. Zings one.
And I don't. And they score. Wow.
Touchdown.
That's a play they won't mind seeing over and over in film this week.
Cincinnati lines up for the PAT. The kick is made. It's good. Cincinnati widens their lead. 41-17.
For a defense, this becomes personal now. They're starting to put points up at will.
Or will.
Fielded at the 14.
This guy is slow.
After a return of 7.
So much of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
Catch that.
Incomplete pass.
The away team has dropped a lot of passes today. I bet they're not looking forward to the film room tomorrow.
Snagged out of the air. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
That was a great short strike into the end zone for the touchdown.
All right, not as bad getting that touchdown at the end right there.
Some lost ground. That'll wrap things up for the second quarter. Cincinnati out in front, 41-24.
Wow, he's 5 for 5 with 292 yards.
Cole sends it off.
All right, you better run fast, dude.
The kick is caught at the 14. Let's go down to our own Emma Adams, who has an update for us.
Dave, Mike, I talked with the coach for Cincinnati during the break. He described his team's play as all pro top to bottom. He went on to say that this is the level of play that's expected.
Touchdown!
Sorry,
Well-designed play to get him open.
commentator had no time to get
into the end zone.
her statement in.
And it's good. Green Bay eats away at the lead a bit. 41.
All right, 10-point game now.
The
We
home
need some
team
defense.
Needs to get a quick score here to shut this comeback down.
Taken at the 1-yard line.
Fumble it.
The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
He tosses one.
No.
Way downfield along the sideline. And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
That was a well-designed play to get him open on that short pass into the end zone.
There's the kick.
My defense is horrible.
Cincinnati.
And that's looking good, Ghost Gal.
48-31.
The defensive coordinator was worried about this. He knows they can strike at will, and they prove it again here.
I like how my guy jumps to where the ball's gonna go.
Hine catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 13.
The away team has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing.
Extending the play. He can't make the catch. Second down. Burke drops back. He launches one. A penalty marker on the play. And they can't connect. Incomplete. Let's see how the penalty affects things.
I used to joke with my receivers and tell them, you know what rhymes with drop? Stop. Meaning I will stop throwing to them if they keep dropping it.
Cincinnati accepts the penalty.
Whenever a blocker uses their hands to hook, grab, or pull a defender like that,
Nice.
it's going to be a holding call.
Let's see what they do on first down. He pitches the ball to the runner.
No
And
blocking.
gets us to second down. Burke drops back. And he's off. The away team lines up with 2 backs in the backfield. Buying time, the quarterback, he
Ooh,
steps
snuck
for
in.
6.
What a play! That is what football is all about.
All right, back to a 10-point game.
Recovers
I need some
ground
stops.
with that score, 48-38.
Their faces aren't as long with that score, Dave, but it's still not been the way they drew this up.
Fielded at the 2-yard line. And he's brought down
Fumble it.
after a return of 20.
It's going to take multiple possessions for the defense to get back into this game. I'm expecting a lot of runs on this drive to keep the clock moving.
No, you. Wow.
He scored.
When close to the end zone like that, the quarterback has to be precise with his passes and
54.
has to make smart decisions. Nice, accurate throw there for 6.
It's good. Cincinnati adds another score. 55.
Cincinnati adds
38.
another score.
The
Stop
away
trolling me,
team
game.
needs to get their act together, or this game might slip out of their reach.
Hine catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 14.
The away team has dug themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
I threw it.
A 5 defensive back package for the home team. Jackson makes the reception. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Green and hike.
The quarterback decides to run.
Got 10 yards there.
First down. Dropping back. He sends one deep down the field. Incomplete. He drops back to pass. He turns it upfield.
All right, we need a first down right here. All right, we got first
He
down.
turns it upfield. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Don't be
see
on
if the
me.
penalty affects the outcome. Cincinnati takes the penalty.
We had seen the defender talking to the ref a few plays ago. It seemed like it just paid off with the call.
A penalty flag on the field. He decides to keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. Let's see how the penalty affects things.
3rd and 24. Come on.
Cincinnati takes the penalty.
Dave, it really does happen on every play. And being honest, who am I to judge a lineman protecting his quarterback?
The receiver can't bring it in.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
The kick is up.
Counts in.
Oh, and he's not going to have enough leg.
The offense needs to play it smart here. They're in control of this game and need to focus on not making mistakes.
And he can't reel it
All right,
in.
rush the quarterback a little bit right there.
Red 44. Red 44.
He tosses it to number 29. 3rd down.
Black 11. Black 11. Red.
Shakes off the defender. That'll bring up 4th down. Cincinnati will kick this one away.
All right, good defense there.
He punts it away.
Wow.
The punt lands out of bounds.
He was afraid of me running it back.
The offense has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing.
A penalty marker on the play. The receiver can't bring it in. Let's see how the penalty affects
What?
things. Cincinnati takes the penalty.
What
It's a common
penalties are
misconception that blockers
happening?
are allowed to grab defenders as long as their hands are on the inside. That's what we saw there, but it's still a holding penalty.
Incomplete. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Cincinnati takes the penalty.
What
You can't
is
put your
going
hands on a
on?
receiver like that and expect not to get flagged.
Oh, that sucks.
5 defensive backs for the Royals. Airs one out, deep left. Incomplete. Second and long.
Set. Go.
Burke drops back. Sacked.
Oh my God, look at this 3rd down.
Gets us to 3rd down.
3rd and 37.
3rd down and long.
Green 17. Green 17. Ready.
Going to the gym made you sick, maybe.
Throws
Catch
a
it.
pass way downfield. Incomplete.
The reason for a lot of the drop passes is that the receiver is thinking about what moves he's about to do rather than securing the ball.
All right, at least they didn't get the safety.
Number 21 takes the kick.
The away team could really use a big play here on defense. Something to spark a comeback.
44. Red 44. Tonight.
Bishop takes the ball. That will bring up second down.
Set.
Pitching it off to number 29.
Oh my god, get him.
That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Being able to move the ball in the running game, especially when you can pick up a first down, gives you so many options in terms on play calling.
Second down. Second down.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
That will do it for the third quarter. Cincinnati leading 55-38.
Getting my butt kicked again.
Black 5. Black 5. Tonight.
That brings up a crucial third down.
All right, 3rd and inches. Come on.
Red 31. Red 30. Tonight.
He takes the ball.
And he's got the
Finally
touchdown.
stopped. Good enough for a first down.
It's runs like that, Dave, that help set the tone for this game. Nothing fancy, just our guys beat your
Fumble
guys.
it.
Second down and goal.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
The QB hands it off.
Red 31. Red 31. Ready.
The QB hands it off.
Oh my god.
Even as a QB, I can respect these short runs. Both teams had to head into trenches and let the better man win.
Oh, Jordan. 61.
Tonight.
Cole makes the kick. And it will fall short of the uprights.
How are they missing the
Cincinnati widens
frickin'
the gap a bit with that score.
PAT more than once? That's funny.
38.
That score, as important as it is now, creates a 2-possession lead for the home team.
That's more than a 2-possession lead, dude.
At the 14-yard line. Tackled after a return of 14.
So much of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
Pitches it out to number 7.
That was a good run.
Bring up first down.
Red 6.
Burke dropping back.
No one's open, so
He
B.
lets one fly. Incomplete.
That one almost burned the defense, Dave. Multiple cliche warning. Sometimes you just shoot yourself in the foot when you drop the ball.
Tosses one to the back.
Green 29. Go.
What do we got? What do we got? Run.
He decides to keep it himself. And he steps out up near the 17-yard line. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs. Pitches the ball out to the runner.
Ooh.
That
Close.
will bring up first down.
That was a great run there to pick up the first down.
The QB, and he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
At least I'm getting
Not
some
just a
points.
touchdown, but also a statement.
44 to 61. 45 to
Green Bay
61.
eats away at the lead a bit. 61-45.
I don't think I have a
The
comeback
got
in
the
me.
ball rolling with that score. Now, they need a big stop and another score to keep the momentum going.
And he's brought down after a return of 27.
The home team needs to play it smart here. They're in control of this game and need to focus on not making mistakes.
Bishop takes
Fumble
the
it.
carry. That will bring up second down.
Green 46. Green 46.
Bishop takes the ball.
Ah, first down.
That will bring up first down.
Being able to move the ball in the running game, especially when you can pick up a first down, gives you so many options in terms on play calling.
2nd and 8. Come on.
44. Red 44. Go.
He hands it to number 29.
All right,
Two
3rd down.
receivers for Cincinnati.
Stop 'em.
29. Green 29. Tonight.
And he won't make it very
Nice.
far
All right.
before being dragged down by Ma. That brings up fourth down. The punt's away. The punt lands out of bounds.
They won't let me
around
run
the
it back.
21-yard line.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
The pitch is taken by number
Oh, almost got the first.
second down. Burke back to pass. He decides to keep it himself. He safely steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That'll give them a fresh set of downs. Pitching it off to number
Block.
7.
Run, 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 run. Ah. 2-minute warning.
When you can pick up the first by running, it really opens up your playbook for the next set of downs.
He tucks it and runs. That gets us to second down.
Red 6.
There is a flag on the play. Burke with the toss. Finally stopped by Porter. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty.
Decline. 1st and 10 from 11.
Green Bay is going to go with the results of the play instead of the penalty.
Ready.
A successful rushing attack makes the defense pull that eighth man in.
Touchdown!
Touchdown.
The away team had all cylinders firing on that touchdown.
And it's good. Green Bay eats away at the lead a bit. 61-52.
Their faces aren't as long with that score, Dave, but it's still not been the way they drew this up.
And he's brought
Fumble
down
it.
after a return of 17.
The defense has their
Red
backs to the
23.
wall here.
Red
Look for some
23.
aggressive
Set.
blitz packages and tight coverage.
The QB makes the toss. Second down and long.
Red 23. Red 23. Set.
Oh, come on.
Green Bay uses their first timeout.
Red 31. Red 31. Ready. Go.
Bauer hands it off.
Uh-oh. I break it.
Let's see what the call is on third down. Green Bay uses their second timeout.
21. Black 21. Set.
He drops back, fires one near the sideline.
No, you stupid son of a gun.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
I don't understand it. QBs have to force the ball into that tight space, and now the kicker has what? 50 feet to kick it through?
Oh, and he's not going to have enough leg.
He misses that
Cincinnati extends their lead,
PAT 3 times now.
52.
This is when it's fun for an offense. You extend this lead, and the game just starts to flow.
Tackled after a return of 14.
The away team needs to get something going on this drive.
Black 5. Go.
The QB makes the toss. That brings up second down. Second down. Burke steps back into the pocket. Tosses a pass deep down the left side. And it's off.
He was wide open.
Third play of the drive. He drops back. He tucks it and runs. And he safely steps out.
Out of bounds.
That will bring up first down.
When you can complete those types of throws for first downs, it forces the defense to move men out of the box, which opens up the run game.
I'm running out of time.
Drops back into the pocket. He tucks it and runs.
All right, 1 second left.
That will
Last
move the
play.
chains. Buying time. The receiver can't bring it in.
How do you not catch
The
that?
other assistant coaches are starting to give the wideout coach some heat on the sidelines. He really needs his guys to pick it up.
Mike, you know what time it is? We're all anxious to hear who you've got as the stun of the game. Who is it?
Bowers for the home team. absolutely answered the bell today, and his reward is being named stud of the game. Huge performance out of him today.
73 total plays. Wow, total yards 630, rushing yards 112, passing yards 518. Alright, well that will be it for me today. This has been Access Football 2020. I will be back tomorrow night on the Ambassadors channel at 8:30 Pacific. Not sure what I'm playing yet. I'll figure it out today, tweet it out tomorrow. And then I will be back Wednesday and Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific on my channel. So I will chat with you all later. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Watch some football.
Take your time, I'm standing straight. I'll just wait for my final cue. A battleship on call. How many more days do I have to wait for it to rain on my parade? It's hard to stay where I am now. Let them lions roar until the elephants align, till all the tamers resign. Let them bodies float among the candid sound of a million beaten drums. I'll just keep waiting till it comes.